Social work is more about advocating for people, supporting and empowering people. My name is Eddie Dube. I'm a social worker with the Somerset Council. I am from a family background where values, principles, and ethos were something that was very profound. I grew up being taught that other people should matter and you should put other people's needs before yours. My parents were teachers and they always went out of their way to help children who were underprivileged and disadvantaged. So I ended up taking those traits. So I'm very passionate about helping people who are disadvantaged, marginalized, people who are deprived, and people who do not experience equal opportunities in the society, either because of their own family background or because of disabilities and other issues, including poverty. So I grew up being in a social work environment, although it was an informal one. So I eventually became a formal social worker. One thing I need to clarify about social work is more than just the care management and assessing people for their needs. Social work is more about advocating for people, supporting and empowering people. So social work is about improving those situations. It's about making sure that there is social justice, making sure that people are supported to enjoy their power, to be empowered, to make decisions, to have independence, to identify their outcomes, and then we can only support them to meet those outcomes and to achieve those outcomes. I recently wrote a blog about power, trust, and race, and the blog was about teasing out the issues around how power is used by those people who have got power and control, and how that use of power impacts on people of different races, different genders, and of different ethnicities, how that can fragment the issues of trust within the society when power is abused or is misused, especially when it's directed to a certain and specific people. It causes a lot of mistrust within the community. And so I teased out why we have the situation that we have, why what happened to George Floyd happened, and was this a novel thing? Was it happening for the first time? And the truth is, this was just a tip of the iceberg. These are issues that have been happening since time immemorial. It was about the historic injustices perpetrated during the slave trade, when people were traded as commodities, when people were traded as animals, and to the extent that some people had no power at all. Decisions were made for them, and there were no inclusiveness. They were not involved in those decision-making situations. So we ended up with a society where other people were more valued than others. Other people were treated as more humane than others. So I think for us to address these situations and these issues, we really have to understand the history, how this started, in how we treat other people. I'm not just talking about people of color, but I'm looking at across the spectrum, how women can be treated and can be disadvantaged. The same with older people with dementia and other cognitive impairments, people with physical impairments as well, young people with learning disability. I believe that as social workers, we should take the lead because we understand what it is to respect other people. We understand because this is written in our ethical framework of social workers, issues of social justice, promotion of human rights, respecting other people, promoting empowerment of other people, and just treating other people as human beings. To the other social workers who are listening to this video, the message I would want to bring to you, the challenge that I would like to bring to you is, as they say, it takes good people to do nothing for evil to prevail. But we need to speak out, we need to be proactive, and we need to be together and collectively create that fairer society and that fairer community that we are trained and of which we have taken social work as a profession, as a helping profession to achieve.